Now, just as the scarcity of cash continues across the country, the lingering shortage of fuel in the country is also becoming unbearable for Nigerians. To quickly nip the ugly trend in the bud, the Delta State government has commenced the monitoring of fuel stations to curb hoarding and sale of petrol above government-approved pump price. The newly inaugurated Petroleum Products Monitoring Committee in the state, constituted to ensure availability and appropriate pricing, paid unscheduled visits to fuel stations in Asaba to ascertain the situation. At the NNPC mega station, though the queue was long, petrol was sold at the government-regulated price. However, the situation was not the same at other filling stations. Chairman of the committee and State Commissioner for Oil and Gas cautioned marketers against hiking the pump price of petrol.
We want to make petrol available to Deltans. The hardship Deltans are facing is not acceptable. We want petrol to be accessible, available, and affordable, and that's what we are doing. So our visit here, I'm sure the management of this station will have a rethink and say, oh, so that we don't fall short of the law, let's ensure that we sell at government rate. Simple. And my reaction is a directive to the management of this petrol station to do everything within their power to ensure that they sell at government recommended rate.
For the NNPC, they are trying. But others, I don't think they are trying to, because they were selling to some people for something. So over there, they are selling 480. But since we've been coming here, they are trying. Even in the procession, they are coordinating well, they are trying.
No, I don't even buy 500 from one filling station. I don't remember the filling station. Now 400 they say now they buy so. You know, do okay. Now this car normally now 12,000, 13,000 the full, but now which I buy almost 30,000 full. You know, do okay now.
And now to walk us through this disturbing trend across the country is the former president of PENGASSAN, Peter Esele, who joins us live via Zoom from Lagos. Good to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
So I think that if we were going to get explanation, you're one of the very appropriate people to speak with, because you have been an active player in that sector. We've spoken to people, we've spoken to Ipman, we've spoken to Nupeng. The situation is so confusing, because the more explanation you get, the more confused you are. What exactly do you think is happening right now, leading to the elongation of the fuel scarcity in the country?
Well, thank you very much for having me. I think the challenge here is that we are treating the symptom. Now, first you have to ask, this product is subsidized, so we expect it to be sold at government price. Then we have to ask ourselves, what's the supply? If there's scarcity, then that means there's not enough supply. NNPC is still insisting that they are getting out about 64 million liters every day. So if you are getting out 64 million liters, why then do we have scarcity? Then you also need to ask the other marketers. Someone was just talking about how he bought for 400. I bought at 270. Somebody else, one of my visitors yesterday said he bought at 370. Why do we have such discrepancies? And if you talk to the marketers, some of them don't get this product at the approved government price, which means they have to pay a certain amount, which is under the table, to get the product. So that's why I use the word, we are treating the symptom, not the causes. You can get it to buy at government approved price, but you'll be ready to spend nothing less than 5 to 6 hours on the queue. And that is also not good for the economy, nor is it good for the mental health of every Nigerian who is there wanting to get fuel.
And you mentioned the independent marketers, that's Ipman. They are now threatening to shut down because government is saying, I think it was NNPC, there was a meeting between NNPC, MOMAN, who are the major marketers, there is DAPMAN, and then security agencies to peg the price, the official pump price at 195 naira per litre. But Ipman is saying that that is not convenient for them, and they are going to shut down if that enforcement begins today. Two questions I really have from this. One of them is, first of all, why are we talking about 195 naira per litre? Have we changed, or has the landing cost changed? And then what then is the essence of the fuel subsidy if we're increasing the official pump price regularly?
Yes, the landing costs have changed. So that's why you're having Ipman. Now let me just do a crash. Let me just talk through it. First, you have the mother vessel, which is the bigger vessel that comes with the product. That is where the subsidy is implemented. That's what the Ipman is complaining about. Then you have the daughter vessel, which is the smaller vessel that will get the product from the mother vessel from the high sea. And that's where you have the DAPMAN. So the cost of funding the daughter vessel is not borne by the government. So it's borne by the depot owners. And if the depot owners want to sell, they can't sell at 195. So what they're going to sell will be between 215 and 230. So if they are going to get at that level, they are in business. Who will not pay for the differentials? They said government is not paying for the differentials, that the subsidy is actually on the mother vessel. But they are also insisting subsidy should also come to the daughter vessel, which of course is the smaller vessel. So once you have that discrepancies, then you are going to have challenge of saying we can't sell at 195. If I'm buying a product more than 195, why should I sell at 195? So we are going to even have the scarcity going to bite harder.
And that's where my second question actually would come from. Do you think that it's high time we change this Ip-Man and Mom-Man dichotomy? Because I think that for them, that's one of the biggest issues today. They're wondering why, there is Mom-Man and there is Ip-Man. What I spoke to, I think it was I can't remember, it was Ip-Man I spoke to, Nupeng or Ip-Man I spoke to the last time, and for them it was worrying to have Ip-Man and Mom-Man at the same time. Why not one body of oil marketers?
You see, we're in a democracy. Everybody has the right to come together and decide which organization to belong to. But the first question we need to ask ourselves is that why is Moma and Ip-Man complaining about the price? Why are they getting the price at the normal rate, at the government approved rate? So if they are not getting the price at the government approved rate, what is government doing to bring those who are behind the racket, those behind the racket, to book? If you incentivize corruption, then nobody will be accountable. Now we are facing scarcity for more than 3 months. Nobody has resigned. Nobody is taking responsibility. The president is the Minister of Petroleum. He said in 14 days, nothing has happened. The same thing is happening to cash scarcity. So the whole thing is nobody is taking responsibility. All you have is everybody passing the ball. Treat the cause and not the symptom.
So basically, the major challenge here is also enforcement from the government. Thank you so much for talking to us, Peter Esele, former President PENGASSAN.